Welcome back, everyone, to more Standard and Arena with me, Autumn, aka Rainy the Witch, with a wild one today. Past weekend, a Standard Challenge was won with Vivi Cauldron, but without the Vivis and without the Cauldrons. So I thought I'd give it a spin and see what the post-ban Standard will look like in a couple of months, because kind of wild that this deck is winning without the busted combo even. But it was worth a spin. So got all the usual Vivi Cauldron suspects, sans the aforementioned cards. Mako, FOMO, Proft, Steamcore Scholar, Winternight Stories, Riddler. Incredible core. Gives you a lot of very aggressive draws. But then we have a few other pieces contributing to the Stormchaser's talent. Gives us more 1-drops to curve into Proft's Eidetic memory. We have more removal in the main deck. And we have this Frostcliff Siege card too, as a way to make all our creatures come down with haste after a sweeper. Threaten a lot of damage out of nowhere. Deck seems sweet. Seems an awful lot like these Vivi Cauldron decks we've been playing, but let's see how it performs. Welcome, everyone. Go check out the Patreon. Great source of exclusive content. I post a bunch of sideboard guides and occasionally videos and stuff up there. Lots of cool stuff. And yeah, I think my sideboard guide for Vivi Cauldron's really good. I think my list is really good. Hence me qualifying for the Arena Championship with it. Go give it a look. Alright, well, we sure do have a 1-drop. Let's go. Seems like our 1-drop's about to die. What am I discarding? Probably a land? Probably an island? I could see discarding mountain instead, but another FOMO is nice. Keep these wheels spinning. Alright, they're gonna kill the FOMO. Firebluff's not bad. What am I discarding? I kinda want a Flood Maw for a Nemesis. I guess we can always get back the torch later anyway. Well, regret, but you know. Whatever. There is the Nemesis. Do a little bounce and get that Nemesis out of here. Not the best draw I've ever had, but you know, I guess we'll level up this talent. Get back this torch and start getting in for 4 a ton. They're on the Dragons version. You don't see that as much nowadays. Well, there's the Scolding Viper and the Bastronaut. Oh boy, imagine drawing spells in our mono pile of infinite card advantage deck. Who would ever? Who would ever? At least we got them down to 12. Them missing land drops means this Flood Maw is quite strong. Potentially. Always level up the talent if need be. No! Goodbye, my FOMO. Hey, what do you know? Alright. I mean, we're on 18. It'd be a lot worse. Okay. okay. It's a pretty good card. Let the otters commence. Feels like my opponent's in a little bit of danger right now. I think it's fair to say. Please don't cast the dragon. Yep. I can bounce it, save my otter. They don't really have terribly good attacks. Yeah, them attacking with Nemesis means I can just go torch the Bastionaut, block with my free power critter. Hey Jimura, excited to try some draft the rest of the month. Yeah, I wonder if I'm going to try out this new set or not. I guess I probably should. Although the qualifier weekend's not too relevant to me this month. This coming month. And I'm probably not going to have much time to play, like, any directs. So, makes you think. This Stormchaser's talent's been quite good this game, I will admit. Normally I'm a bit of a hater of this card. But, I don't know. It's doing well this game. Can't deny it. Bye, Sophia. Alright, here's the Hellkite. Oh no, they're gonna deal 5 to my Riddler. That's that. Alright. Oh. I feel like if I just let this happen, I probably killed him, right? I believe I have a lethal in hand. So I should do this so I draw. An extra card off Riddler. Yeah, you're so tired of standard at the moment. Honestly, very understandable. I think a lot of people are starting to feel a bit that way. Alright, well, pretty convincing victory against Mono Red. By everything working against us. Bringing these unable to screams. How many Obolts? How many Riddlers? Riddler's kind of insane against them, I think. What cards would I be trimming? It feels like such sacrilege to cut Stormchaser's talent after that game. Though it is worth noting, Stormchaser's talents are really awkward against Nova Hellkite. Also trim a couple Flood Maws. Hey Jenny. Who would have thought the deck was still busted without the busted cards? We shall see. I kind of hope it's not busted, because that would be an ill omen about the future of the format, but you know. We shall see, I guess. I worry that this is an awful lot of removal. I guess I'm not going to bring in audio bolts. Maybe you just don't need as many sideboard cards against red with this build. Alright. On the draw. Probably a mulligan. Well, I don't love keeping a hand that has 0 removal spells, but it does at least have a curve. Could be worse. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true. This is probably a lot easier to attack against. I'm being slightly silly when I'm joking about this deck being too strong or whatever. Recognize it's probably just fine. So I hold this back, I can double block, right? Probably not worth getting in for 2. They're probably just using a removal spell. Yeah. Oh, they don't have another land in hand. That is good news. Oof. And oof. Go to 11. What even are lands? Even are removal spells, rather. What even are removal spells? We don't have any. Why would we have removal spells? They have another deal 5. I'm kind of just cooked. Hey, Kaiba. Good to see ya. Please no deal 5. Please no deal 5. Please no deal 5. Would also accept no deal 4. That is also pretty good. Might just trade with the Mako. It's certainly a problem, but never before have I drawn a removal spell. Great. I mean, it gets the Needlehead off the board. It could be worse. But it could certainly be a lot better too. Wow. Yeah. Game free. Hot take, I think Mage Bane Lizard is overrated. I don't know. Mage Bane's like fine. If the Vivi player sideboards correctly, it's like not nearly as impactful as it could be. Mage Bane is part of the reason I like just siding out the combo and just becoming a mid-range deck in that matchup. Don't love no 1 mana thing, but this hand is very good. And we're on the play. Certainly keeping it. Yeah, Vivi plays a lot of creatures, exactly. Running on the mulligan. Meanwhile, we are playing the best land in Standard. There's the Bastronaut. Ooh, Flood Maw's actually not a terrible draw. Am I ever allowed to discard this Riddler? Feels a bit risky. I wonder if I'm allowed to just hold open Abrade. I might just hold open Abrade. Lets me delay this discard decision. Means if I draw Mako, suddenly the Mako's growing. It means if they don't have a 2-drop, but they do have a sorcery speed deal 5, they waste their mana. Hey Kenneth, good to see ya. Personally, I vote that we ignore that. Ghost Vacuum does not seem like it's gonna accomplish very much. The Viviless pile, yeah. The moment I saw it, I had to give it a spin. I'm a little bit suspicious about the notion of playing this deck Viviless, but can't deny it's worth a spin. Common no VV win. I mean, I bored out all my VVs in this matchup. I'd never be in the position where this card was good against me in this matchup anyway. Even with VV Cauldron. Hey, Kali. Am I casting this Flood Maw as a gain 4? I think I am. I guess. Not as big a tempo swing as like bouncing a Nemesis, but probably still worth it. Alright, we really want to find a land. Skillfully done. Feeling like somewhat comfy here, honestly. We're on 18. We've got two answers in hand. We are losing our friend, which is a little sad, but be worse. All right. Red without VV feels so comfy. Yeah, it's kind of wild, right? These red decks are just so easy to cast Terminates against. Point and click. My main worry at the moment is them cracking a Ghost Vacuum in like 3 turns. I'm just unable to scream this, right? God, unable to scream so busted. 1 mana terminate. Wild stuff. Ghost Vacuum versus Winternight Stories, Tales, all this time. I think I just discard the Winternight, right? I got a million Riddlers. I'd rather be casting Riddlers anyway. Obviously it gets vacuumed, but shrug. It's a shame this is a 4-4 and not a 5-5. Cannot trade with the dragon, so they might get a hit in. Oh no, my precious life total. Woe is me. I can just block, like, I just want this game to continue forever. Might as well keep my life total healthy. I say I want it to continue forever. The Ghost Vacuum would be annoying then, but shrug. It's everything's fine. Everything is fine. Red are desperate when they remove your creatures. They really are. God, Quantum Riddler is so stupid. Riddler over Vivi. Yeah, Riddler sure is something. It certainly is a piece of the Vivi cauldron-shaped puzzle. I offer coaching. I'm a Pro Tour champ and 3-time Pro Tour top 4 competitor. Back-to-back Nationals champ, bunch of other accomplishments. Very good at this game. Very good at teaching it. If you want to up your game for your RCQs, RCs, etc., reach out and we can do that. And what am I getting rid of this mulligan? Probably not Winternight Stories, right? Maybe the talent. And if you want loads of exclusive content, you want to support me in one of the best ways that you can do so, and you want access to the Vivi Cauldron sideboard guide, matchup guide, and so on, a guide that I put together after qualifying for the Arena Championship with Vivi Cauldron, so you know the guides are good. You know that it's a winning list. Then check out my Patreon. Links on screen in chat. Lots of great content over there. Oh, hey, Rin. How is the best deck in Standard? It's pretty great. Pretty delightful. I worry that discarding Mako, I might need to like cycle Mako to find land drop. Obviously, Winternight can discard to Scholar, but I'll probably find other stuff I can discard to Scholar. Well, they missed on land drop. I guess we missed on land drop too. Land, please. Nope. Ooh, I'm glad I kept the Mako. Let me say as I'm firmly on the struggle bus. Maybe I get lost by the looks of things. I don't want to save this torch for like innocence. Whoa! Change of plan? Like, I'm kind of okay with this trade, but I think this is good for me. Just to fire this off. Now we have Delirium, we just killed him so quick. Yeah, I'd be curious to see it, Kaiba. Oh, they're blue-white. Blue-white with Kafar Commander. Fascinating. Yeah, blue-white flash stuff, by the looks of things. I could take this mode. I feel like this mode's kind of insane, though. I feel like both modes are pretty insane right now. Yeah, Jeskai with the FOMO triggers. That's kind of what I was thinking, yeah. It seems real nice. Get down another haster. Rude. Yeah, why not? I love hasty 3/2 vigilance flyers that draw me cards. Good look at this Stormchaser. Oh, you're playing Fresh Start. Fresh Start's neat. What's Eaten by Piranhas? I genuinely have no idea what that card does, Kyber. Oh my goodness. What is my opponent up to? I don't know how to sideboard. Are they just on blue-white control? Should I just pretend they're on blue-white control when sideboarding? Or do I need to have removal in? I guess I can keep the Abrades in. I guess it's pretty free to keep some removal in because of Scholar, right? I don't need to board in at all. Fresh Start is insane. Fresh Start's nice. Unable to scream, but you don't take the hit. Try out this. Good brought in and all as well. Yeah, they mostly sat and died. It is true that both blue-white control and blue-white flash would be very good at sitting and dying. Oh my god, I really need this not to get countered. It'd be kind of a disaster if it does. Well, they did not counter the best card in the deck, so that's nice. And we find a land drop. Oh, Fresh Start against Kona. That's a good point. I didn't think of that one. Authority sure does make the haste mode on Frostcliff Siege a bit less exciting, I suppose. I could put this on the card draw mode, but I guess I should probably just cast my Steamcore Scholar. Get in there with the Otter. Hiya. They looking for a sweeper. Yeah, I didn't want to do draw cards mode because I already just want to like make sure I have 2 threats on board. Otherwise, they can just use Get Lost to stop my threat every turn. I need to keep my board developing. All right, now the trample seems way more interesting than it did previously. That said, I need to get counters on this because of these. I guess we are going Mako Winternight then. And then they're probably going to untap and sweep me and make me really sad. Which I'm not, like, excited for. So they don't have the sweeper. They're in loads of trouble there. Yeah. Oh, Ultima stops them removing a counter from Overlord. That's so funny. Wish I could hold that open. Alright. Doesn't answer my board. I need to get a third threat down in case they ever get lost open. Do I want to Winternight off this FOMO? I really want to have Disdainful Stroke open too. I'm not guaranteed to find land. Those are very nice. What if Negate kills them? It might well do. You know, I think it does. Well, that was delightful. Proft Eidetic Memory, what a card. Maybe Proft Eidetic Memory needs to go. Card's a little so insane. Nice hand. Oh, you on the Mako. No one will have Vivi in the Vivi Cauldron deck and they'll ban Profts. That would legitimately be the funniest thing in the world, though. That would be so good. Oh my god. It's like we're playing against mountains again. I think they might struggle a bit this game. Whoa! It's been a minute. It's been a minute, Slickshot Show Off. Where have you been? Oh boy. Wait, what's in my yard? I have enchantment. This puts creature land. Sad. We'll still play that card. Apparently so. I'm kind of relieved about this rock face village scenario. Makes Slickshot a bit less imposing. That's an adorable Screaming Nemesis. Discard these and plan on Riddler next turn, I guess. But also just plan on Sieging next turn. I think they kind of die either way. But maybe, yeah, maybe the trample is better. That might have been a mistake. What on earth? That's so funny with Slickshot. Gains double strike. So you're saying I block with the 6/6? Oh no, then they kill the 6/6. Ah. Hilarious. Doesn't seem like a great scenario for them though if I just don't block, right? Technically I can chump block this. But yeah, let them do 6 and kill them. Seems like a promising line, I agree. That's a sorcery for FOMO. Make sure to discard the other sorcery. Nice, nice. Incredible. Oh, classic. Yeah, and slick shot bad when dead. So true. Always saying this. Alright, nice hand. Answer their early critter, and then we have a 4/4 Vigilance Flyer on turn 3. Obviously a Nemesis put on a lot of pressure, but... not having to mulligan as much. Yeah, you definitely get less awkward hands. My main worry is I feel like the combo-y style matchups would be tougher. I think I wait on this Obol. I really want to develop Profts, right? I guess I could develop FOMO instead. I think I really want to develop Profts, because then I can play Scholar next turn. Or I have the option to. Like, obviously this is a little scary, I guess. Like, if they have a deal for, we then take a lot. I was definitely hoping to find slightly cheaper removal spell, but I guess this is fine. I can still double spell next time. I just block Nemesis, right? And then I probably get to trade. In before they cast Infuriate. Oh. That worked out okay. I think I want to go FOMO Obolts. Then we have a 3/4 that gets to block Nemesis pretty well. Wow, double removal spell on my FOMO. Opponent is firmly on the struggle bus. Aim off. Yeah, 2-for-1 in themselves over there. It could be worse for us, couldn't it? I could technically Winternight post-combat here. I think I'd rather just have this Abrade open. Oh yeah, the win streak continues. Yeah, the rank resets are brutal if you only play occasionally. They do seem that way. Just like constantly slipping back down. Missing on 2-mana things a little awkward, but Modern League and Modern Challenge. Keep it that way, Moth. Keep it that way. Get me free, I guess. Make them use this removal spell. Yep. Cool thing. Hey, we found the best card in Standard. Let's go. I really want to play this, but it would be way more mana efficient to play Scholar this turn. I believe. This we're going to attack for 2 and do that. Hope we don't run into a sweeper. Thought that was Mako. Mako is also a pretty phenomenal card, it's true. Am I allowed to play the Stormchaser's talent? It's so bad into a sweeper. I think I just say go. Wow. Brutal. Run out a second Otter? Alright. We're a little bit sad. We can't quite harmonize this because it is not, in fact, in the yard. But, you know, details. Wow, my creatures. No. What are they playing? We just don't know. Fire this off. They have to kill this FOMO or they die. Rude. Oh, that ruins my level up on these talents a little bit. So let's go discard a torch. Fire off a torch. Yeah, Black-White Demons pile. I was kind of wondering if it might be. I guess that makes sense. We have 33 cards left in our deck. And a Riddler in hand. Maybe an argument for hard casting the Riddler here, honestly. Apparently we didn't have to. Alright, start leveling up these talents. Riddler and Nemesis. I mean, that's kind of delightful. Do I play a Riddler or do I just get the talent on? I think I play a Riddler. That sounds pretty good to me. Kills the opponent a lot faster than leveling up talent. I think seems quite important right now. I'm actually gonna hardcast it. They have no cards in hand, and I really want to just end the game in a timely fashion, I believe. It does have extra text. It also has less text. Temporary lockdown would have hit all our garbage. Demons? Question mark. Pile of sweepers? Question mark. I mean, Spell Pierce seems very bad because that deck is gonna slow the game down so much. Though maybe it's good because we can just discard it later. Okay, right. Makes sense. I think Torch is bad. Abrade is like maybe fine. Bolt's definitely good. Because they're gonna have Preachers. I just don't think those cards are necessary, Kaiba. I don't think you'd want Nemesis against anyone other than Red. You just already beat Red anyway. You shouldn't be losing to Mono Red with Vivi. Is my quite hot take. That I'm sure a lot of people will disagree with, but it's my opinion. They got so unlucky not drawing their Ultima's Day of Judgments or Damnations. No. Your Vivi is your favorite matchup as Red because you're playing against bad Vivi players, Kaiba. Vivi should be sideboarding out the entire combo against Red. It should be boarding out 4 Calder and 4 Vivi, and then the post board games are unlosable. You just board into like basically what we're playing now, and you're playing Vivi, and you can never lose to Red. I want some number of Flood Maws for the demons. I don't know how many. Yeah, we can maybe do that later, Kaiba. I also don't know how many counter spells. Maybe Annul's good. Hit Starcage. And Annex. Yeah, exactly, Nick. They just board into blue-red. It's kind of more like mid-range, but your point stands. Do I like this hand? This hand doesn't really do anything. I think I'm just gonna mulligan this. I think that hand is a free mulligan. This hand stinks. Alright, whatever. We have 4 Riddlers in our deck. We're just gonna go to 5. It's fine. No! Punished for keeping Yobol. Let's grow the Mako though, which is truly hilarious. Oh my god. I wish I didn't have to discard this island. Discarding the island. Not ideal, because we need to draw land now pretty badly, but... Oh hum. Dark Age time. Next time, okay. That is a good draw. Although I really want to memory now, right? Before riddling. They go to 9. They have to get a demon in play and they have to answer our board. No! My Riddler! Oh. They don't even want to take it. They want to take the thing that attacks them instead, which is like probably reasonable, to be honest. They're hitting them for 5 this turn. Yeah, sure. Why not? So they need to answer Mako and get... I guess they can just make a demon, right? With the Ritual Chamber. Then they're forced to block the Mako with it. Oh, this is lethal. Exactly lethal. Easy mull to 5, never close. Easy mull to 5 into turn 5 kill on the draw. Against like 4 interaction spells. Cute lethal. I agree. Or maybe this heat was illegal. We just have nothing proactive. I guess if we queued into mono red, we'd be dancing, but... Well, the good news is we can remove that. That is certainly by a wide distance the single best card in their deck against us, so... Cannot imagine there's any other card even a 10th as good. So removing that immediately is very nice. Where's all the Sephiroth? Over in the commander queue. Sephiroth is sick. The black-white deck kind of disappeared though. The black-white Sephiroth deck. We're seeing a little bit of play briefly. Yeah, there's loads of graveyard hate targeting Vivi, and then Vivi not only smashes that deck, but also has main deck Soul Cauldron against that deck too. It's just a nightmare on all counts, you know? Could not be any worse for that deck. I really want to get this memory in play, but I also want to Winternight and find a threat for next turn. I don't know. I guess I just memory. They continue to not have spells. What is in my opponent's hand? We just don't know. How many pixies do they have in hand that they're not casting? You have 700 pounds in Sephiroths. I can't figure out whether you're being serious or not. Could kind of believe either way. It's 3 Sephiroths. Oh, is it like fancy Sephiroths? That makes sense. Kind of, if you squint a lot. Makes sense in the absolute loosest possible way. Yeah, if they had some Gore Claws in hand, they'd be wrecking us this game. They do have green mana though. They have Starting Town. Hey there, Phil. We're against Pixie, huh? So that means we want Fire Magic, Riddler. I guess Obolt is very good. I guess Abrade is pretty bad. Blood Maw is pretty bad. Siege might be nice. It helps you pump through chump blockers. Need to buy some fancy Gwens. Oh, hell yeah. Am I ever meant to have unable to scream in? I just feel like the only way I ever lose these games is to Cosmic Grand Zenith. Like the only card in their deck that has text. Oh. Thank you, Kenneth. Thank you. Good point. Well presented. Yeah. Have a spell pass, I guess. I don't know. That's so crazy. Off. What on earth? Rao maybe, yeah, Rao used to be amazing into Pixie. I worry it like is bad into Zenith and that Zenith is the only way I ever lose games, but maybe I should just have Rao in anyway. Oh, we're against Shahar. I only just noticed. What on earth was his hand? Yeah, Chandra. Chandra sounds nice, honestly. Chandra's really good with Profts, right? Oh, I guess Chandra isn't good with Profts, apart from if you already have something to crew with. Still, like, pretty good. Seems like a mulligan. Seems like a mulligan. Seems like a sad keep. You can't, Kenneth. When the trigger goes on the stack, it needs to have the target already. Otherwise, the trigger can't go on the stack. Nashi. Oh my god. Wild stuff. I do love Nashi. I'm gonna pixie this Overlord. Apparently so. Land. 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 Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, it could be worse. Could be worse. Torch the Pixie, can scry off the talent maybe. Oh, that's the single good card in my opponent's deck. Unfortunate. This helps clean this up potentially at least, but maybe a rough one. Let me tell you. I have to discard one of these. It's kind of not optional. Alright. Hard mode. Hard mode engaged. I say after Malign to 5. Multiple turns ago. Yeah, it's kind of wild, kind of. I agree. I do worry this game's coming increasingly unwinnable though. Yeah, land would be big here. Potentially. Wouldn't be bad. What? Sure. Oh boy. Imagine ever hitting my land drops. The good news is game 3 should be very hard to lose. Because we get to be on the play. My opponent's deck seems like the slowest deck I've ever seen. Token blocking is actually really nice because that means that they're probably going to make more tokens rather than pump the stuff. What? Oh my god. So grumpy. Yeah, it was a multi-5 one-man hand, it's true. It's certainly true. It's awkward. Sheltered by Ghosts makes you really want Flood Maw in your deck, but Flood Maw seems pretty heinous against like the literal entire rest of my opponent's deck. I imagine Sheltered is normally a lot more manageable though, when we're actually like doing things. Instead of sitting here with 3 lands and play on turn like 7 million. Let's move on to the next one. Game 3. Fascinating. I believe opponent Shahar, although the Mythic ranking is not very high, so it might not be Shahar on that basis. Although I guess my Mythic ranking is also low. Oh, it is actually Shahar. That makes sense. I'm wondering if I want second Frostcliff. Frostcliff seems really good. I feel like I just want to be like mono proactive cards, right? I don't want to play until 10 million. Oh, he'd had a losing streak. Yeah. Nurturing Pixie will do that to you. Game 3. I wonder how much worse this Viviless Vivi deck gets if people know you're not playing the combo and they don't have to play around it. I guess I'm keeping. It's pretty mediocre, but somewhat hard to mull. Like with 2 scholars in hand, this hand will become whatever we want it to be. It just takes a bit of time. Intimidation tactics. Duress. Beautiful. Good stuff. Hard to imagine him ever playing the starting town, so I guess I'm just going to put the Battle Land in play. Alright, we found Profts. That is very good news. Hopefully we don't see a Cosmogrand this turn. Just about the only thing that actually scares me. Alright, well. Now the game gets interesting, I guess. We have a lot of stuff going on. This could be very beatable. 'Tis a race indeed. What am I discarding? Being able to harmonize this sounds pretty nice, but we can also discard it to the Scholar next time. Obviously we want to hit our land drops, but we get to dig a lot of cards for lands anyway. Up to 12. Yeah, we can always discard stories to Scholar though, is the thing. Was my thinking, Kenneth? Alright, things start to get a little spooky. We're certainly not over the finish line yet. Starts getting some 1/1s to chump block with, you know. Oh, nowhere to run on FOMO or Scholar? I guess I could have considered growing the Scholar to get it out of nowhere range. But pushing through the Otter was really tempting. I'm gonna go for a Pixie. Seems that way. Yep. So we have Creature Land. Where are all our O-Bolts? An excellent question. We only need to find one type to have Delirium here. Because we have Enchantment in hand already. God damn it. Obviously I could have gone for Delirium anyway without doing that. I really wanted the extra draw before going to combat. I could get like stupid amounts of counters. Well, poo. Still get to bash in and force a chump block. Cosmic Grand is starting to snowball though. Starting to get pretty spooky. It really depends on if there's a FOMO answer. Obviously, Nowhere to Run does not hit FOMO particularly. Is this split up? Or double spell to grow the pixie? I guess either way. I guess I'm not blocking if it's double spell. And if it's split up, I don't care, because that probably means there isn't a double spell turn coming. Yeah, split up would seem bad, I agree. I think it's double spell in combat. There's 2 copies of Nowhere to Run. Oh, I wanted to try and eat my Scholar. I block. Oh boy. Oh, Scholar could draw into lethal. True. I think I'm still meant to do the safe play. I don't feel like I'm quite under enough pressure to take risks. Obolt's so awkward against Zenith when my opponent seems to have the ability to trigger it here. Is I gonna kill the 1/1? The Obolt needs to end up in the yard if I want Delirium, which is interesting. Yeah, if they pump for counters, the other one blockers. True. Oh, there's no enchantment in the yard. I needed to discard Stormchaser's talent. I'm so silly. I forgot about that. Oh, I don't have Delirium. That was really bad. That was really bad. Spent so much time thinking about that Obolt sequencing. Ho hum. Yeah, this makes the game a lot tougher, obviously. Cannot be denied. Kind of want to put the counters on something that's not attacking. Yeah, that lets us push through slightly more damage now. My FOMO. At least the delirium didn't matter. My opponent's 7 here. Alright, Dragonstorm. It's to smooth out the draw over there. Find whatever Shahar's missing. Second Zenith. Alright, sure. Sure thing. Good news is Pixie's probably gonna have to chump block the Scholar. Bad news is very wide board. Although only one card in hand, so. Oh, I could regrow the Bolt and just cast it instead of playing Riddler and remove a Zenith. I don't know if that's reasonable. Feels like it would be a lot more safe. Right? And then I still fire off a map. Oh, I see. Now do I do this? Remove all the 1/1s? And then a Zenith has to block our Otter token? Does the 2/1 swing? I think not. Wow, that fire magic was insane. They double block and also, yeah, we still got a Zenith though, right? They do that. Oh, you mean if we attack with 2/1? Yeah. I guess that's true. Yeah. No, maybe the 2/1 was meant to swing. Seems like a somewhat hard game for my opponent to win. Somewhat. Indeed, indeed. Oh, my Riddler. Okay. Sure. Second spell. Chump blockers. Oh, there's no chump blockers. I guess he gets a pixie. Yeah, so chump blockers, but we have the trample off the siege, which is really nice. Opponent goes to 6. Very good draw. Yeah, Emmet Selk is a fun one. Oh, look at this Riddler getting to attack. I'm so proud of it. Riddler plus Frostcliff Siege is so messed up. Yeah, I'll pay 2 mana for my 5/6 haste. Draw 2. Gain 2 plus 1 counters. Why not? Why not? Almost out of the percentages. Almost. Proft's quietly the best card in Standard, not even close. I'm certainly crossing my fingers a little bit with this hand that we find a land drop. Well, continuing to cross my fingers. Please, deck. I'm not even asking for a Spirebluff Canal. I would take a starting town. I'd take an island. You know. Alright, we got there eventually, at least. Hey, Alex. Welcome, welcome. Goodbye, FOMO. Oh my god. Synergy. Is there a Gearhawk deck? Terrifying, terrifying. Really want to torch this. I'm just super not super in love with discarding 2. I think I might discard Scholar, weirdly. Yeah, I also don't understand that, Alex. It's very puzzling to me. I'm glad you're enjoying the deck. However, big Eldrazi fan here. And shocking news. Kinda into 1 mana spell, honestly. Opponent is dead. Cannot possibly win the game. Sure. Get to play out this Riddler next turn. This Frostcliff Siege card's so nice. The moment you get even slightly ahead, it just makes the game pretty trivial from there. It's also so stupid with Riddler. Alright. Fire magic. Seeing Flood Maw is probably pretty bad against green creatures. I can't imagine we play it on Jeskai very often. Our deck is composed entirely of card draw. So I guess if you're really desperate for more card draw at some point along the way, but do I ever want to Annul against them just because of Gearhulk? Yeah, Null's okay versus Gearhulk. I don't know how to make room for it. Second Siege seems good. I think on the play, I would love Second Siege. I think on the draw, it's like slightly less exciting to me. Also possible fourth Riddler could be good. I'm not really sure exactly how this kind of match typically plays out with Viviless. Because I feel against the green decks, I quite often lean on the VV combo quite a bit. So I'm not sure if I'm meant to be an aggressive deck or a control deck with this build against them. Oop. Boop. Let's kill it whilst there's not a poor patch in play. Obviously we need to dig for land, so I just like to respect poor patch. Definitely playing Mako. Kind of want to Abrade whilst I'm at it. Maybe that's silly. Keep point and clicking my removal spells. Get a bit more info on what I'm discarding to FOMO. Alright, and now we start ignoring their creatures. The Siege sounds so nice, but I really just want double FOMO active, I think. Like, I don't think there's a clear window to get the Siege online here. Okay. I mean, I have a Braid. This is fine. I get another FOMO trigger too. This is actually pretty alright, I think. Hey, Avawan. I wonder if I meant to wait and see if... Oh, no, this is going to get 2 counters, right? Yeah, trying to ambush sounds fun. They probably don't have Snakeskin Veil if they're playing Gearhulk stuff, right? So if I wait, they get the choice to put counters on this. I guess I should just, like, not give them the choice. Dead Recruit, FOMO enters, FOMO discards, grows my Mako. Proft is phenomenal, obviously. Classic Proft's FOMO stuff about to happen. We did find the good card, didn't we? I wonder if this will force them to chump block. I haven't really... I guess not quite. It's pretty good though. 5 + 8, 13. Yeah, force them to be very close to death. Alright. Seems good for me. Easy game. Wow, we really are 6-0 today with 0 VVs and 0 Cauldrons in our deck. It's kind of terrifying. Kind of hate that. Gonna be honest. Kind of think that's really bad. Just ban Spirebluff Canal, yeah. I'm just so excited for when Vivi and Cauldron get banned and we have a new tier 0 Izzet deck. Oh my god. Oh no, I've not been marking my record today. Sophia, I think we're 6-0, maybe we're 7.